In a situation filled with tension and confusion, the public is left uneasy by one big question: what is really happening behind the scenes of BTS? Why is Taehyung's status, after completing his mandatory military service, still unclear? And why did Jungkook, a global icon known for his calm demeanor, finally speak out with a statement that feels like a warning? Since mid-June 2025, numerous speculations regarding BTS's internal dynamics have surfaced, not only from the media, but also from fans, industry analysts, and entertainment insiders closely following the development of K-pop. This issue cannot be taken lightly, as it concerns the fate of one of BTS's most popular members, Kim Taehyung, and the latest stance from Jungkook, who has always been very careful in making public statements. What can be confirmed so far? Kim Taehyung has completed his military service, yet to this day, he has not appeared in any official activities or promotional schedules announced by HYBE labels. No comeback announcement, no collaboration agenda, not even simple documentation of Taehyung's presence at the company. This absence raises serious questions, especially since his peers like Jimin and Jungkook were previously welcomed back with media support and promotional activities after finishing military service. What's even more surprising is the signal sent by Jungkook just days after the news about Taehyung's uncertain status began spreading. In his live broadcast session, Jungkook didn't mention any names, but the sentence he uttered made ARMY and industry observers pause. We must know when it's time to speak, especially when those we love are being treated unfairly. That brief statement was met with a wave of interpretations. Many believe it was an expression of Jungkook's disappointment toward the ongoing situation. Sources close to the industry revealed that Jungkook had directly conveyed his concerns to HYBE management regarding the treatment Taehyung received, including allegations of administrative negligence that led to delays in work schedules and internal communication. When contacted by local media, HYBE's representative did not provide a detailed clarification. The official statement merely said, "All artist agendas will be announced accordingly, and we respect the privacy and personal time of artists after completing their military service." This sentence does not answer the main question: why is Taehyung the only one not receiving promotional treatment like the other members? Several analysts link this situation to a potentially larger internal conflict within HYBE's management. BTS, as both a commercial and cultural entity, has long been known to have relatively high control over their career direction. However, according to reports from several Korean media outlets, there has been internal restructuring since mid-2024 that changed how artists, including BTS, are managed. Some long-standing staff were replaced, and there has been tightening in public communication policies. This, some speculate, may be a contributing factor to communication errors or even potential marginalization of one member. This news sparked emotional responses from the fan community. Across various ARMY forums, discussions regarding the alleged injustice toward Taehyung continue to grow. Many fans demand clarification from the agency and insist that Taehyung be given equal space and treatment as the other members. Some have even begun speculating that this might be the early signal of a possible split or restructuring of BTS's lineup. However, it must be noted that as of now, there has been no official confirmation that Taehyung has been removed or frozen in status as a BTS member. But the narrative of uncertainty allowed to grow without firm denial only adds more tension among the public. The fact that Jungkook, who usually refrains from commenting on management issues, chose to deliver a firm message shows that this situation may be more serious than previously imagined. And the latest development, several media outlets reported that an internal evaluation meeting will be held this week at HYBE involving the senior management team of BTS. The meeting is reportedly set to discuss several aspects, including a reshuffling of post-military comeback strategies and an evaluation of internal communication among members. Although the details of the meeting agenda have not been made public, the mere existence of the meeting has already sparked speculation that management is under pressure to quickly resolve this internal crisis. Some parties hope this situation will end with open dialogue and concrete corrective actions. However, others are concerned that the crisis could have long-term impacts on BTS's unity, especially if one member feels unfairly treated and lacks sufficient support from management. In such cases, trust becomes a crucial element between the artists and the agency, and between the group and its fans. All eyes are now on two main parties, HYBE labels and Kim Taehyung himself. The public awaits whether HYBE will provide a clarification that truly addresses the growing issues. Meanwhile, will Taehyung choose to remain silent, or will he finally speak out with a personal statement that will reveal the whole story behind the silence? The cloud of uncertainty surrounding Taehyung's fate and Jungkook's sharp warning creates a real atmosphere of crisis for BTS and HYBE. It's not just about the future of individuals, but also the stability of one of the most iconic pop culture groups of this century. How much truth there is behind this issue, and how the involved parties will act, remains a big question that will continue to surface as long as clarity is not provided. Because one thing is certain, this level of uncertainty is too great to be left unresolved. Although various speculations and opinions have developed massively on social media and global fan forums, it is important to emphasize that as of now, there is no official confirmation stating that Kim Taehyung has been removed from BTS or that Jungkook has issued a stern warning to HYBE as a form of disappointment toward management's treatment. All the narratives that have surfaced are interpretations of unverified fragments of information, as well as a chain of assumptions formed due to the absence of clear information from the involved parties. Many parties, including media observers and academics in the field of mass communication, remind the public of the dangers of consuming unverified information. In today's digital era, where information spreads at extraordinary speed and without geographical limits, the ability to distinguish between fact and opinion becomes crucial. An ambiguous comment, a cryptic social media post, or the absence of a public figure at certain events can easily be manipulated into a major narrative that creates misleading perceptions. The objective facts that can be accounted for so far are that Kim Taehyung has completed his military service and is currently in a transition period back to public activity. There has been no official statement indicating that he has left or was removed from BTS. Taehyung's absence from several HYBE agendas can be explained by many professional or personal reasons, ranging from post-military mental recovery to comeback strategy planning that may still be underway. This is normal and often happens in South Korea's entertainment industry. Meanwhile, Jungkook's statement, widely quoted as a form of warning or critique toward management, must also be understood in full context. Many artists, including Jungkook, often use their personal platforms to share reflective thoughts not always intended to express protest against institutions or others. Without an explicit statement or clarification from Jungkook, the public should not jump to speculative conclusions, let alone spread negative narratives about BTS's internal relationship or its relationship with management. Furthermore, it is important to understand that the relationship between artists and agencies in the K-pop industry is not static. There is always dynamics, negotiation, disagreements, and strategic adjustments involved in managing long-term careers. However, that does not automatically indicate conflict or division. BTS has consistently demonstrated incredible cohesion, professionalism, and integrity for over a decade. They have faced numerous challenges, rumors, and immense pressure, yet have remained united and resilient as a global music group. In fact, in several previous interviews, BTS members have repeatedly stated that their internal communication is the main foundation for facing external pressures. If any internal problem were to arise, it is highly likely they would resolve it privately and professionally, not through vague public posts or unexplained absences from public schedules. HYBE as an agency also bears the professional responsibility of managing and protecting its artists fairly and proportionally. Although in past cases this agency has been criticized for inadequate public communication handling, there is no strong indication that they are currently or have deliberately marginalized any BTS member, including Taehyung. The lack of detailed information from the agency may indeed trigger speculation, but it cannot be used as a basis to conclude gross misconduct or systemic injustice. Considering all these aspects, it can be concluded that the news regarding Taehyung's uncertain fate, Jungkook's warning to HYBE, and the alleged major issues within BTS is not currently verifiable and therefore cannot be considered true. The public and fans must be more cautious in interpreting widespread information, especially when sourced from unofficial media, anonymous forums, or social media accounts that lack journalistic credibility. Should any major changes occur in BTS's structure or personal decisions made by its members, it is almost certain that such information will be conveyed through official and transparent channels. BTS and HYBE have always tried to maintain an open relationship with their fans, and that is likely to continue moving forward. Therefore, as consumers of information and caring fans, the public is encouraged to wait for official clarification and refrain from spreading unverified narratives. Spreading information without clear evidence not only potentially harms the involved artists, but also creates unnecessary psychological pressure and burden for all parties. Ultimately, as a global cultural entity, BTS is more than just a music group. They are a symbol of collaboration, hard work, and long-term commitment. Supporting them with a healthy, well-informed narrative is a real form of appreciation for their journey. And as of today, there is no proof or official statement indicating that Taehyung's future is in danger, or that Jungkook has openly criticized his agency. That news, for now, is not true.